When we start our journey towards learning how to consciously manifest our desires, we hear a lot on saturation. Saturation becomes one of the most important part when we manifest our desires. We hear people saying that saturate enough so that you can manifest your desires instantly in 3D. When I heard of this saturation thing, I felt like, wow, it is like a success mantra. Or if I saturate for these many number of hours and these many number of times, I will get my desires instantly. Of course, since I was a beginner, I failed to understand it is not always about quantity, but it is always about quality. And we fail sometimes just thinking that, okay, I'll do the step by step process and I will repeat certain affirmations for these many number of times or these many number of hours, and I will get my desires instantly. Like it will pop up in my 3D next day morning. As a beginner, then I thought that let's try robotically affirming for my desires and I will get it. So I started with 2 sentences affirming for 4 to 5 hours. And it was my day one of doing this. And believe me, after like 5 hours, my brain started hurting. I started to get headaches, and my body told me that this was not for me. I just stopped it then and there after like 5 hours because it was just unbearable. The anxious feeling, it was not feeling right for sure. Now, when I look back and I think about it, why I felt this way after robotically affirming for like 4 hours, 5 hours, I have listed down like the points which I thought went wrong was, first of all, I thought that this is a process and I have to do these things to get my manifestations or desires quickly. Now, by that, I was stressing so much on how many number of hours I'm completing my affirmations or how many affirmations I'm completing in these many hours. So that was one stress which I took initially. And I think a lot of us do that. Also, not understanding what my natural way of manifesting is. Like, how naturally do I saturate in my daily life? Even before knowing manifesting, or even before knowing how to consciously manifest, we saturate our minds naturally for our desires or for our wish. So, understanding on what works for me was the main point which I was missing. Then, after a certain number of affirmations, like I said, right, after 5 hours, I stopped. Next, I was looking like at least I should get certain movement since I've done my 5 hour thing. I was checking the 3D and I was not in a proper state. I was checking the 3D in a lack state because I was finding my desires after 5 hours of affirming, which definitely means that I was not in wish fulfilled state. Getting scared was also one of the main points I feel, where I was scared that if I don't finish my affirmations or hours about this desire, I won't be able to manifest, or it will delay or impact my manifestations. That was the fear, the doubt which I had. And in my mind, I constantly felt that I have to saturate my mind for these number of times so that I can get it instantly. So all of this really impacted my manifestation process as a beginner. And let me tell you that these were the limiting beliefs only around the technique, let alone the limiting beliefs on desires are different, but limiting beliefs around this technique itself caused my manifestation process, caused the block in my manifestation process. Now, what I did after I realized that I was not feeling great about the saturation session thing, what helped me was I started listing down what I need to focus on for success. The first mantra for me was focus on quality and not quantity. I figured that out, that no, I was just focusing on quantity, and I'll repeat this lot number of times in this video itself so that everybody gets it tattooed in their mind that yes, you have to focus on quality and not quantity. So even if I affirm for like 15 minutes, but it is of great quality, that I really, really feel that I have been in that affirmation session, I've focused completely in it, and I've felt that it is done for even 15 minutes, then we are good. I don't have to saturate for the entire day, because the moment we start affirming and that affirmation sticks in our mind, even for 15 minutes, then we can switch back to our normal work. The affirmation which we last spoke on will always stay in our mind, and automatically that becomes a saturation session. So you don't have to repeat it multiple number of times, but for that desire, whatever your last thought was becomes your affirmation. That's what I believe. I mean, that just helps me understand the saturation session and makes me relaxed that, okay, even if I'm working, my last affirmation is basically getting saturated in my mind. Also, naturally as well, I don't repeat anything continuously. So that's not the natural way I do. Like even before I knew manifesting, I never continuously repeated something again and again. From being a kid to being an adult now, like whatever we learned, we did not continuously repeat every day. I mean, every hour or every second. Of course, every day we might repeat or revise it every morning. Let's say you were a kid and you were revising your tables or math equations or any formulas. You used to revise it for a day for 15 minutes in morning or in night, but you never used to say it every time, every second. So that's how I think my subconscious mind takes in. And you have to check your natural way and observe yourself, that how and what you can do to manifest instantly and naturally. And last thing was, just make it fun. Don't think about whether you will get your desires or not. Don't stress over it. It's fine. Make it fun. There is nothing to lose, right? Just make it all fun and games and see how easily you can manifest instantly, because manifestation happens every time, every second. You don't have to force yourself to manifest something. You just have to change your focus. So I would suggest that, stop checking 3D, stop thinking how or when you will get it. Be clear in your thought process that what specific desire you want. Focus on that and that alone. Affirm for 15 minutes in morning or in night and go about your day with, be busy with your hobbies and do everything you love or you want to do at that particular moment, and be present in that moment. Do not constantly think about what you should do next to manifest your desires instantly, and enjoy your life as it happens. So this all worked for me, and I hope this also helps you in your manifestation journey. I'll try to upload more videos on my experiences. Till then, keep thinking in your favor. Happy manifesting. Bye-bye.